Incredible community events in the Chungus tournament and Pottergon. Nixel returns to the world of slow. I mean, speedrunning and. What? Where's the next? Windows Defender, please! No, no, no!
Ha, ha, ha. This is your Harry Potter speedrunning community recap for July 2023.
Okay, I'm back. Where were we? Ah, yes. Chungus! This month kicked off in spectacular fashion with the much anticipated HP2 PC Chungus Present tournament hosted by myself and Ryan, aka Fuel My Goods. Over the 3 weekends, we saw an astounding 22 runners fight to see who could jump their way to victory in a battle of the largest proportions. The tournament saw a number of upsets, but most notably, Nixo beating out Flo, Imec, and Akon, 3 runners who were seated well above him. It all came to an end, however, when he reached the losers bracket final against the formidable Human, aka Bill. That's his name, don't question it. Anyway, Bill went on to win the tournament, beating me 3-1 in the grand final, which I thought was incredibly offensive, you know. At the very least, the guy could have thrown one for It's also worth noting that throughout the event we were raising money for a charity close to home for fellow organizer Ryan. The Wood Green Foundation, who offers support for people living in Toronto, Canada, was chosen as the charity that the tournament would support, and we ended up raising an astounding 940 Canadian dollars for them. A huge thank you to everyone who donated, came by to say hello, watched the event, shared it to their friends. Of course, all the participants, all the commentators, and all the moderators. And congratulations once again to our big winner, Human. Speaking of Chungus, Human has been reaching crazy new heights in the category. This month, he managed to push the category well and truly below the 730 barrier, achieving not only a 726.610 on the 13th, but then just 1 week later achieving a 723.580 using some newly found Aragog strats. Now I could go into in-depth detail about why that run is insane, and in fact I could go on quite the rant about it, but this is a time so impressive that it's really close to being incomprehensible to me, and it's definitely a time we didn't expect the category to ever reach back when it was created. So consider me, the Portugal man, impressed. Using these new strats and some movement optimizations, Human believes a sub 720 is possible, and if anyone is going to get it, it's probably going to be him. These new records continue to cement the sheer optimization of Chungus, but also the popularity of it, as this month Chungus has reached 40 total runners, making it by far the most popular category extension in Harry Potter speedrunning history, and more popular than some games any percent categories, in fact. Speaking of any percent runs, a few long-standing records have fallen in any percent categories this month. Firstly, in HP3 Xbox, where Fujikura knocked Blaze off of his 3 Xbox crown by beating his 3 Xbox any percent world record with a time of 1 hour 39 minutes and 47 seconds, truly using HDD to help push the record below the 1 hour 40 barrier. Before Fujikara took the record, Blaze had held the record for an astounding 1,032 days. Over in HP1 GBC, Flo is also taking any percent records by claiming the HP1 GBC any percent world record previously held by Conception 2, who had held the record since May of 2020. Flo beat the time by just 25 seconds, showing just how good Conception's world record was. Speaking of Flo, this month he attempted a full series 100% run for the second time after his previous attempt died due to tech issues. While it might not have been quite the run Flo was hoping for, it was still on a really good pace and broke the HP1 GBC 100% and GBC Dual Factor world records, and was on track to beating the PC Octafecta Hundo record as well as full series overall. When after days of streaming, Flo's PC decided it had had enough and Well, it crashed right as he was reloading the game to get the final collectible in HP 7 Part 2 PC, something that has to be postponed to beating the game due to needing Apparition to unlock it, and Apparition only unlocking on past levels after beating the game, a problem which has long since made Hundo Fectas in full series 100% and on very lackluster finales. In other community news, Nixo returned this month after his month-long vacation to visit the Balkans and definitely not being locked in my basement. Then promptly got sick on his return, making his performance in the Chungus tournament even more impressive. Once he was all better though, Nixo took on his sub-goal that he had met before going on vacation, running every single HP2 PC category, including category extensions, back to back. The run in the end took around 17 hours and 20 minutes. The run saw a number of PBs in a few categories including Lowcast, which this month also saw a new record set by Ratburn, bringing down his previous 62 cast world record from 6 hours 5 minutes and 59 seconds down to a very impressive 1 hour 35 minutes and 15 seconds. Also this month, one of the longest standing unclaimed HP world records was finally claimed. The record for HP2 Xbox GCN 100% emulator has been claimed this month by Menno888, achieving a time of 4 hours 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Later in the month, Islia also took the challenge and brought the record down to a very impressive 3 hours 35 minutes and 49 seconds. She's been grinding it ever since. Also in records this month, Hogwarts Legacy Queen Lily has beaten not 1, not 2, but 3 world records, claiming Kill Ranrock Hard PC back from War Drums, Any Percent Story PC from Nixo, and improving her own All Quest Story PC world record. A truly impressive feat by Lily, and a huge congratulations to her. Also in community events this month, PotterGon 2023 happened to tremendous success. The event, designed to be a test for the main Potterthon happening in September, was greatly received, and for the whole ran relatively smoothly. Of the event, head Potterthon organizer Dino said, "I would deem it to be a massive success. Thank you to everyone for the amazing support during the event." Submissions for Potterthon 9 opened to close off the event, as well as the adding of a brand new organizer, Miney, to the team, after they were a massive help with restreaming most of the PotterGon test event. Information on submissions for Potterthon 9 is in the description. Submissions close on the 20th of August, the schedule released on September 1st, and the event is taking place on the 22nd till 25th of September. Finally, this month, tragic news from the PC modding community as news broke that community member Andrew Baldwin tragically passed away on July 24th, aged just 25. To quote Diving Deep, Andrew was a joyful, sensitive, and intelligent young man who put passion into everything he endeavored. Andrew was one of the longest active HP modders to date who contributed to the growth and awareness of this community. He will be missed by anyone who has directly or indirectly known him. And that is about it for this month. As mentioned, Potterthon 9 submissions are now open, and the info to submit can be found in the description. But for now, you're up to date on the biggest story in the Harry Potter speedrunning community for July 2023.